Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me. Hi Pisces, welcome to your February 2021 Tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note about my readings, they are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three because it's going to give you a clearer and more complete picture of how these speak to you and which part of you, myself, as a tarot reader, resonates with. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help us all on our paths to, or should I say you all on your paths to your highest vibrational good. All right, so for your actions and interactions with the world at large, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the link in the description box below and check out my meditation and visualization channel. It's just those, nothing else, and they set you up for your day or your week in ways that you probably haven't figured yet. So for your actions and options, actions and interactions, you have the King of Wands, which is great, right? So you've got the highest expression of the suit of fire in the fire sector, right? So this is going to be a really great and possibly very dynamic month for you in a lot of ways. It will see you having to, in a lot of ways, I kind of feel like this is going to be a month where you have to really show up and be true to yourself. In a lot of ways as well, this is going to be about you finding ways to put yourself not necessarily even in the limelight, but definitely to put your own ideas forward. This month you're going to have to be a lot more forceful, a lot more assertive, and possibly even, you know, and I say this in the best way, possibly even a bit more aggressive than you usually are. This is about finding that energy, that dynamic energy within you to say, right, okay, this is what I'm going ahead with, or this is what I'm creating. In another way as well, this is about you deciding or finally deciding, sorry, this Mercury retrograde, man, is ruining my life. And usually I keep saying this as well, but they don't really usually affect me. But this one is in Aquarius and it is just wreaking havoc. And it's not so much like with my tech or anything like that. It's just with me. my speech, my cognitive function, all of it. I'm like, this month, you will have to be more assertive, right? That's the part I've already said. But what really comes through from this King of Wands this month, there's a really powerful dynamic like energy behind you that says, this is my path. There's something that you settle on this month that, you know, it might take weeks, it might take months, it might even take years, but there's something that you settle on this month that you say, that is me. When people think of me, when people talk about me, when people see me, this is what I want them to think of, right? There's something this month that is really hitting you in that really powerful, dynamic way. And, you know, given the fact that you've got Saturn and, I mean, certainly throughout the month of February, actually, you've got a really powerful stellium in your 12th house, especially if you're an ascendant Piscean. So, you know, but wherever your Pisces falls, so if it's your moon sign, this is 12 signs, you know, is the 12th house to your moon, the 12th house to your ascendant, the 12th house to your sun. Obviously astrology works in many bigger ways than that, but just to give you an idea. And with that, such a heavy emphasis on your past, who you've been, your subconscious, the deeper aspect of you, it can be difficult, it can be challenging to bring yourself out, to make yourself more assertive and stuff, because everything's going on in a hidden sort of sector of who you are. But this month you have to find that powerful dynamic energy to step ahead. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that are celebrating this month, happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have an amazing solar return. Remember to fill that day with a little bit of everything that you want this whole 12-month period from here on in to have in it for you. For your money and materials, you've got the 5 of Wands. You are not alone. Right? You're not on your own. You're definitely not on your own. The help, the support, the collaboration, the energy that you need is absolutely there. This month, if you want to get ahead financially, if you want to succeed at work or in any of your professional endeavors, you're going to need to find ways to connect with other people, right? This isn't about going it alone. It's about finding ways to build a network or even like a, I don't want to say tribe because it's starting to get sort of a redundant word now, but you know, certainly a professional network that can really help you get ahead, and that's where you're going to find it this month. Also, this is a brilliant month for you to surround yourself with people that are competitive, people that are not cutthroat. You know, I don't like that energy myself. You know, I don't need anybody in my life that's like that. But I like people that are competitive. I like people that are dynamic. I like people that are vibrant. I like people that are solutions led. And it's really important this month that you surround yourself with those types of people, right? This is what you need to emulate this month. So having people that are like, well, you know, I've done this and I've done this and I've done this. It's not about boasting. It's about kind of giving you that, oh, okay, well, if they can do all of that, I can do all of that too, right? Surround yourself with the people this month that you know are going to push you to be the better version of yourself, whatever you envision that to be. For your physical health and vitality, dance, baby, dance. Dance, baby, dance. Right? Whatever that looks like for you, whether that's with your headphones, whether it's in the middle of the street, whether it is, you know, I mean, it's hard because obviously in a lot of the world at the moment, everything's locked down, but anything that's going to get you excited, moving, you know, moving your physical body, and that is going to be fun for you, which is why I say dance, then do it. You know, this is a time for you to expend your energy in a really positive and beneficial way. I mean, if you can even do some sort of group exercise thing, you know, maybe it will have to be outside or whatever, but this would be a really great use of your time and energy. And then finally, for your home and environment, things could be very busy this month, and if that is the case, you know, just remember to steal some time away for yourself. For your communications and conversations, you have the High Priestess, so something is being revealed to you this month. Now, for those of you that have children, your child may share something with you. It may be something that they haven't told anybody, or maybe something they haven't wanted to talk about up until now. You are having a correspondence with a young person this month, and it kind of feels like in a lot of ways you're speaking on something that maybe you didn't even know was an issue. You know, maybe they're having trouble with their exams and they didn't know how to talk to you. Maybe they're, you know, anything. It could be anything across the board. But this month, I kind of feel like that's where the communication comes in. If you don't have children, or, you know, have, you know, any young children even in the family, this is likely to be from, you know, an important woman in your life is going to either divulge something to you about how she feels, something that she's been working on, maybe a challenge that she has. You're going to be called upon for your support. Now, you don't have to fix anything. It looks like to me this person just wants somebody to stand in solidarity with them. Sometimes that literally just looks like somebody to listen to my ranting and raving, and sometimes, you know, for somebody to say yes, you're right, or no, you're wrong. Obviously your situation or your circumstances is going to tell you which it is. For your heart and half, you have the Five of Swords. So this is a very interesting energy, I have to say. So you've got your 2 5s. Remember, 2 5s represent a vigil. So this is something that you're focusing on very intently. It's really interesting that this comes up because I think you got 2 5s in your weekly reading for the first week of February as well. So I'm intrigued, very much so. Now, for those of you that are single, the big message here is, whatever you know needs to be talked about, because remember, it falls right next to the High Priestess. Whatever you know has been hidden or not talked about, this is not a month for you to sit and silently seethe about it. It's also not a month for you to hold something back. Like, this is a month for honesty and openness across the board, because if you don't have that, the chances are it's going to bite you in the butt at a later date. All right, so just keep it, you know, all out in the open. For those of you that are single, I mean, if you've got a crush on somebody that you know isn't very good for you, or whatever, or you kind of think somebody might be the one, just remember you need to vet them. All right, this is a month where clarity is possibly going to be a little bit lacking, so you're going to need to, you know, put whatever you can in place to make sure that there is as much as you can possibly have, especially, you know, if you're being fully transparent. For your first week of the month, you have the Devil card, and this is coupled with your King of Wands. Big message here. If you are going to overindulge in something, at least let it be something that is moderately struggling, man, struggling. If you let it be moderately beneficial for you. Another way that this could play out as well, your tendency to overthink or spread yourself in too many directions is gonna rear its head this week, right? So this first week of the month, and as such, your job this month isn't to, like I said, it's not to fix it, it's not to berate yourself or any of that stuff. Just look at it and say to yourself, I don't need 7 directions, I just need 1. Keep your focus and work on that. Your second week of the month, you have the Justice card coupled with the 5 of Wands. Okay, so, right, there is definitely, look at this, there's a potential here for either a contract or collaboration of some sort. What I like about this for you is this person or this group that you're maybe going to be attached to, or certainly thinking about attaching yourself to. It's going to force you to be better. It's going to force you to up level. It's going to force you to upskill. And this isn't to say that you don't have the skills already, but this is what I say. When you're in an environment that is, what's the word? Healthily competitive, you know, when you're in a competitively healthy competitive environment, you can but grow, because there's a part of your competitiveness that will say, yeah, you know what, I can do stuff as well, and I'm here to prove it. It's not about, you know, being dog eat dog and cutthroat and fuck all of that. I'm not interested. I don't have time for anything or anyone like that. But if you're going to give me healthy competition to force me to be the better person that I can be, I'm here for it all day long, right? This month, that is what you're looking for, and don't accept any less, and certainly don't let anybody try to give you any more, right? For your third week of the month, you have the Hierophant card. This is very interesting to me. I mean, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. For some of you, this could be literally you seeking out a spiritual professional, a spiritual guidance counselor. For some of you, this could be maybe even wanting to visit a priest. It looks like you're wanting to do some sort of confession this month. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking like, like what? But that's the vibe that it's giving me. Remember, the Hierophant card is very often the dogmatic or structural religions that we are aware of, you know, usually like the big 3. And coupled with the High Priestess, that is you communing, conversing with, or speaking to, for lack of a better term, you know, a spiritual advisor. That could be anything from a priest right through to a psychic or a mystic. That's one aspect of this. The other way that this could show up as well, it looks like some of you are seeking what I would consider initiation. So, you know, whether this is that you're ready to embark on your spiritual path or your journey in a way that you never have before, but you're definitely unlocking something, you know, that is that way inclined, let's say. So your fourth week of the month, you've got the High Priestess card. So you, along with Scorpio, pay attention to your hunches, your intuitions, especially if they're about somebody that you care about, you know, like a child, a loved one. This month, especially if you have that hit of like, oh, you know, I wonder how so-and-so is doing. Don't let it be a passing thought. Pick up the phone and ask them, how are you? What's going on in your world? Chances are they will need you, and you'll be getting there just in the right, you know, in the right moment at the right time. And like I said, for those of you that are partnered or in relationships, this is the week, this is the month, right? Especially right here at the end of the month as we come into Pisces season, actually. You're going to really need to think long and hard, actually, about the elephant in the room, the thing that is not being spoken about, right? It's only going to get bigger and bigger, and it will eventually turn into a wedge. So it's time to look at that. For your key to the month, you have your card. Look at that. You got the, well, I say your card, one of your cards, which is the Page of Cups. So you definitely, for a lot of you, you are connecting to or with an intuitive this month, psychic, spiritualist, medium, priest, you know, voodoo practitioner, Priestess, Mumbo, you know, the names and names go on and on. You know, you get my point. For a lot of you, you could be connecting with someone like that this month. For the other part of this, for a lot of you, you could be putting an idea that you've had, and a really good one at that, finally out into the world, which is very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Just remember, Mercury retrograde will come to a close on the 20th of February. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.